Hey guys, James here today. As many of you know, I recently attended a Sims 4 Get to Work preview event, and there I was allowed to take a bunch of screenshots and also interview a couple of the producers. And you've already seen the interview video, so I'm going to talk you through the screenshots I took. Now, I've already posted these up on Facebook and onto Twitter the other day, so you could see them before. But in case you don't follow me on either of those platforms, I thought I'd do a short video about it. So here we go. Here's the very first screenshot sort of showcasing basements. Now, we could only take, I think, 12 screenshots. I took 10 because I didn't really know what else to take pictures of. But if you want to find out a load more about the game, I would suggest visiting like either Sims VIP or something like that, because there's a bunch of information there. I'm only going to be talking about what's in my screenshots and not going outside of them too much. Anyways, basements. They are awesome, actually. I love that you can just have a hole in the ground in your lot. So you have two levels of basements. You can adjust the wall height just like any regular wall height in the game. So you can do the three sizes. And of course, you can, as you can see in this picture, you can put pools in the basements along with windows into the pool. So basically what that means, if you had a roof, like a regular grass over the top of the basement, you could have light coming in through the pool, through pool windows, which is really, really nice. It's good to see that that does work. And I love that you can put a pool down in the basement as well. So yeah, I really love that you can open up the top of the basement. I have a few cool ideas of what I want to do with that when the game does come out. But yeah, I guess that sort of covers basements. They work beautifully with foundations. So you can have a foundation of any height above a basement. All you have to do is put in stairs and then they will automatically adjust the size to the size of the foundation and the basement. So there's no sort of cheating or hacky method trying to get stairs in. It works just fine. Oops. Just dropped that on the floor, sorry. It works just fine with foundations and basements, unlike in The Sims 3 where there are quite a few issues with that. But moving on here, here's a first screenshot of a store I made. So I built this store. This is actually the first thing I did when I started playing the game. I wanted to try out the retail side of things. So obviously on this main table here where my sim is standing, I've got a bunch of sort of slablets there that I'm selling. Obviously two of them are currently out of stock and he's busy restocking them. So this essentially works. The retail sort of side of things kind of works essentially the same as in The Sims 2 Open for Business, where you could put down any item for the catalog and sell that. In this particular store, I'm selling these slablets, and you can see the TVs on the wall over there and also the TVs on the table. I'm selling those. You can select each item that you want to sell, and you can set the sort of markup price as well if you want it to be expensive or cheap, or you want to have it on sale. You can do all that kind of stuff. It's a really, the retail feature is really, really in depth, and it does a really good job of sort of, you know, I guess, recreating sort of Sims 2 Open for Business, but of course adding new sort of features on top of that as well. Like the whole employee management system in Get to Work is so much better than in Sims 2 Open for Business. In Open for Business, I always hated having employees because I can never seem to control them properly. Now, I don't know if that was just because I was terrible or the system just wasn't that great, but in this, having employees work in your store actually is a lot easier. Now, I think if I move on here, I have another screenshot of my store, just another little angle. So we've got a bunch of customers in here. There's my employee off to the right. She's in her uniform. And then we have a bunch of customers in the store. There's some new paintings on the wall. Those are all new on the wall, by the way. I love some of that. Very nice. Anyway, so there's the cash register. Now, the cash register is an interesting item. Every store has to have one. You have to have a cash register, but nobody goes to it to buy items. Like once you've sold an item, you ring up the customer by walking up to them and using your tablet as the checkout method. Kind of like if you've ever been to an Apple store where they use their sort of phones in the Apple store to do the sale. That's kind of what happens here. It's kind of a shame that the registers don't work like a proper register, but you know, they do serve other functions. You can use that to sort of manage the store, or you can use a little UI interface to do that as well. Anyways, so I'm selling the computers in the back, also the stereos, and all that kind of stuff going on there. So basically the way a store works, you open it up and Sims will start appearing, they'll start looking around, and your job as the store owner is to go up and talk to people, trying to figure out what they want to buy, convince them to buy something, and try and make a bit of money that way. There's nothing off the top of my head I can really think about to sort of add on to the retail side of things. If you have questions, leave them down below. But again, Sims VIP has a bunch of information on pretty much everything in the expansion pack. So I would suggest checking out that website for more details. Now, this is a really cool feature. So in The Sims 4, when it first came out, we had the ability to pick up an entire house and move it around the lot however we wanted. So we could pick up a house, move it backwards, rotate it, etc. But the problem with that is you could never move any of the landscaping with the house. If you moved a house, the landscaping would stay where it was and possibly get destroyed once you've moved or rotated the house. But now they've added it in the feature to move the entire lot. So what that means is you'll pick up, or you select the lot, including all landscaping, trees, shrubs, rocks, etc. All that stuff will be selected. Then you can move it around and place it anywhere on the lot. You can rotate it and that kind of stuff. And as you can see, everything in green is going to be placed just fine. The bits highlighted yellow, where it sort of exceeds the boundary of the lot, those parts will simply be cut off when you place it down. So what this feature allows you to do is actually get a larger lot. One that is larger than, get a house off the gallery that's larger than the lot you're on, and it allows you to place it on there. So if someone had made a really, really nice small house on a giant lot, you could easily pick up that lot and put it inside of a smaller lot, and it'll work just fine. If we go to the next screenshot here, you can see what happens when you place a lot and it sort of exceeds the boundary. It will just essentially completely shear off the side of it, regardless of what is there. So as you can see, there's before and there's after. Anyway, so you can move a whole house now, which is actually really, really cool and a really convenient feature when you want to move things outside of the house as well. Right, so here is the Mannequin Editor. It's basically creative sim. I didn't take a picture of any of the UI, but when you select an outfit for a mannequin, you can edit the mannequin any way that you would regularly edit a sim. So you can make them bigger, you can make them smaller, you can make them fitter, you can make them weaker, you can, increase the size of their hips or their shoulders. Any way you would normally adjust a sim in Create a Sim, you can do to a mannequin, which I think is such a cool feature. It is such a cool feature. And of course, you can select any clothes to put on them, etc., etc. So moving forward, we have my mannequin in a beautiful flowery shirt standing in a house for some reason, just because that's where I was at the time. Anyways, here is an overview of the alien planet. I think this place looks so good. I didn't take too many pictures of this place, of the world, because I didn't want to spoil too much of it, but it really is a cool planet, a cool sort of world to visit. Everything is so glowy. Ooh. Now I don't have any screenshots on aliens or anything like that. I would suggest again for the third time checking out simsvip.com because she has a bunch of. She basically has collated everyone's articles and videos into one sort of news post, and go through there and find out a bunch of information on that. But this world looks really, really awesome, and this screenshot is awesome too. Not talking about my own screenshot. I just meant the game looks awesome. So that's kind of like a little overview of that world there. Now, this is just a screenshot inside of the police station of my sim letting someone out. I don't know who that is, but the game gave me the ability to let any of those sims out. So I was just like, yeah, I'm going to let you out. I don't know who you are, but there you go. Now, you cannot actually create cells on your home lot, unfortunately. You can buy the cell bars. The cell bars are actually an unlock from the career. So if you're a policeman, you will unlock, or detective rather, you will unlock the jail cell bars that you can place in your house, or you can just use the career unlock cheat to get them. You can actually buy the jail doors through the debug menu, but they don't work. As confirmed by, I believe, SimGuru Hounts on Twitter. I think I asked him. I'm just going to search that up now. I asked him, and I think he responded saying that you couldn't do it on your home lot, and the cells only work on the police station, I believe. Yeah, so he said the cell doors won't work on other lots. They need certain types of sims only found at the police station. The cell walls work well and are a career reward. So you could build a cell and remove the door once the prisoner is in. So again, ability to lock doors in the game is really, really needed. That's still not in here with this, and it's kind of annoying. I don't know what the problem is. Obviously, if the solution was as easy as just a simple true if or else statement, then I guess, or true or false, a sim can enter, then obviously they would have done it. But obviously there's something going on there where locking doors still aren't in. But it is really something I would like to see, the ability to lock jail doors, or just any door, lock any door. We'll get that one day, I bet. One day. But anyways, the police station, you can edit and build your own police station or hospital, but you do need to enter a cheat. And the only way to get to these lots is to have a sim in that job. Even if you just want to build or edit them, you have to have a sim in the doctor or policeman career to get to the hospital or police station. Because they're special work buildings that you can't get to otherwise. So, but anyways, once you're there, you enter the cheat bb.enable free build. That will allow you to go into build mode and change anything you like with those particular lots. Then you can share them to the gallery, and other people can download their own police stations and hospitals as well. And I myself will most certainly be building one of each, I think, because that sounds like a little bit of fun. All right, moving forward, this screenshot was just a little bit of fun. This is my last screenshot that I'm going to talk about, and it's also the last screenshot I took. Now, once you get to the top, or I don't know specifically when this happens, excuse me, but during the scientist career, you unlock the ability to clone a sim. And I did just that. I wasn't sure what it was actually going to do. Lo and behold, it identically cloned the sim, and it just adds them to the household. It's the exact same sim. They don't have the job. They don't have this. They don't have the same job. I don't think they have the same skills. I think it just clones the look of the sim and the personality, like the traits and that. Yeah, so that's a clone. Once they're initially cloned, they do this funny sort of animation where they mirror each other, and that's just a little screenshot of it there. But those are all my screenshots that I took while I was at the event. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave them in the comments down below, because I did get a good look at the game. You can also check out the interview I did with Sim Guru Graham and David, which I will link down below. That they answer a whole bunch of questions there about some cool features in the game. But yeah, that's it for this little video. Thanks for watching, guys, and have an awesome day.